to Tiny Calves. We got another week of amazing training going on here, and also I have a couple new features that I'm going to be adding at the end of this video. I was really proud on the training that we had this week. I was able to prolong a couple of my shakeout segments and also was really able to push the pace on a couple of my runs. Without further ado, let's hop right into this week's training. Tempo run on Sunday starts out the week strong. I always like to do the hardest workout on day one so that the rest of the workouts are easy. Was able to go 5 miles, and I was really focusing in on keeping 2 out of the 5 miles under 7 minutes, which I was able to accomplish. If you look at the times in the zone, you can see that I was really exerting myself, and I spent 62% of the time in zone 4. Shakeout swim after that grueling run. I swam for 45 minutes straight, averaged 2,400 yards on the distance. I typically kept the same pattern that I normally do. I swim 500 yards and then do a 50 of breaststroke in order to actively recover. Tempo cycling was next after the swim. I was really happy about this ride. I was able to average a 20.1 mile an hour pace over 15 miles. You can see that reflected on the times in the zone because I spent 33% of the time in zone 4, which is impressive for me on the bike. And then we have the shakeout run. This run didn't go actually according to plan. I was planning on running for about an hour and a half. I only ran for an hour and 11 minutes. That's because if we zoom in here, you'll see that my run was cut short due to the flooding of Hingston Creek. There's a bridge right here that I was unable to pass, and I had to turn around and run back. If we look at time in the zone, you can see I never touched zone 4, spent most of my time in zones 3 and 2. Tempo swim was next. If we go down straight to the intervals, you can see what the workout is. It was a 500-yard warm-up followed by 5 100-yard sprints where I had 2 minutes to complete each interval. The first one, I came out of the gate flying and had a 125 on the 100-yard. You could see my second one, I was almost under 20 seconds. Then I went to 127, 128, and as the time went on, we slowed down a little bit. I closed out with a 250-yard cool down, which was unfortunately not recorded. Shakeout cycle, this is the final workout of the week. Went for approximately 2 hours and got almost 32 miles. If we look at time in the zones, you can tell that this was a shakeout as we spent most of our time in zone 2. Took it nice and easy. We're going to wrap up here with the weekly totals and also how we're doing in the month of June. I was able to swim for 68 minutes total, bike for 115, run for 109 for a total weekly training time of 5.5 hours. This brings our June totals on the swim up to 3,600 yards, 46 miles on the bike, and 12.4 miles on the run. That wraps up another week of training on Tiny Calves. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to put all the social media accounts if you want access to up-to-date information on my training. Also, I'll put my Garmin account on there so you can follow along instantaneously as soon as I upload any workout. Also, you can look at my Strava account. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And also remember, keep at it.